Kinnaman, thank you for being here. You've been on the show a bunch of times, and I told you I'm a big fan of your work. And we never discussed, I just found out that you were on a soap opera in Sweden. Is it Storstad?
Storstad, yeah.
Storstad.
What do you got that?
Well, I just got a cool-looking kid right here, man.
Oh.
Look at that.
What?
Now, he seems a little moody. He seems a little moody. Was the mullet part of the character?
I've been keeping that mullet very well-kept secret for 30 years. And now you're just like throwing it up.
You're welcome, buddy.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
I love you, man.
Nice,
Nothing but love, man.
Nice.
Did you ever think that this kid would grow up and be in some unbelievable action films? This Silent Night is unbelievable, by the way. You and John Woo.
John Woo.
The idea, though, for you, which I think is tough, you don't speak in the whole film.
It's a hardcore, hard-boiled, intense action movie, but the kicker on it is that there is not a single line of dialogue in the whole film.
But this is very interesting because I met your beautiful fiance backstage, and you said, I'm going to go method acting with this role.
I've never really done like a method acting process like that. I like touched on it a little bit, and then when I got the script, I was like, this is the one. You know, I'm gonna go full method on this one. So I talked to Kelly and I was like, listen, this is gonna be a tough one for our relationship. I'm not gonna talk for the whole shoot, wow. and not talk with you either. So we're not gonna have any communication.
Well, I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, she was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you're gonna go off and shoot a movie for 2 months and we're not gonna say goodnight to each other? I was like, nope, I am an artist.
That's right.
And
you're a method actor.
And this is what I do.
That's correct.
So we had a conversation with our coach, Mark. Yeah. We have a relationship coach.
Okay, like
everyone needs a Mark in their life.
You have a relationship coach.
Yeah. So we had to hash it out. We had to figure out a way to, you know, to deal with this.
Did he think that this was a smart decision?
No.
So the only person thinking it was smart was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Finally, like, you know, Kelly, she came around and she was like, okay, like this is a sacrifice that, you know, I will do, and you know, we will figure out a way to do this, and let's do it. I was like, okay.
She's awesome.
So I get on the plane to Mexico City. And then when I land in Mexico City, you know, it's a big city, and like I don't know anyone there.
Yeah.
So I was feeling a little lonely. So I called her after I land, and I said, you know, and she picked up. She was like, yeah. I was like, hey, and I was like, well, you just called me. I was like, yeah. Well, you're supposed to be silent for 2 months. Like we had this whole talk. I was like, yeah, but I'm thinking when I get to set, you know, that's
smart. There you go.
Because leading up to the silence begins when
the filming starts.
When I go to set.
I totally agree.
So then the first day of shooting starts, and you know, I get in the car. It's super quiet. Yeah. The whole car ride to set, and then I get into the makeup trailer, and then everyone's like hanging out, and like talking, and I'm sitting there in the makeup trailer. I'm like looking at the people that are talking, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, see, I'm not going to talk for like if I'm not talking for 6 weeks, it's going to be 6 weeks where I don't talk.
Yes, of course.
So I was like. And then I just started talking. I had a really intense silent car ride to set.
The car ride was,
and I felt like that was basically the whole thing, you know. So that kind of charged me up with enough silence that I needed for the rest of the shoot, you know. So I felt mission accomplished, you know. Like it was,
that's all you needed.
Yeah.
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
You are pretty amazing in this film, and I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Joel Kinnaman in Silent Night. Take a look at this. Joel Kinnaman, everybody! Silent Night hits theaters nationwide December 1st. We'll be right back with Chef Mario Carbone. Stick around.
Hey, hey.